Hey, good morning. I got my coffee. Well, it's morning for me. I don't know what time it is for you, but I'm enjoying my morning with my fresh cup of coffee. Why would you go to a foreign country, set up shop, and try to keep the cops from catching criminals? I don't understand why anybody would do that. But let me backtrack a little bit, and then we'll circle back to that. I want to give you a little context. I was like 19. I'm at a bar playing pool. I start hanging out at this pool hall. And this guy leaves. He comes back and he's telling everybody about a DUI checkpoint down the road. And, I'm 19. I'm new to all this. I'm new to the scene and, just meeting people there. So I'm getting used to the whole idea, starting to meet these locals, this guy, a bunch of other people at the bar. There's the guy who's there every night, rides his bike home. There's this, there's that, right? All these characters, right? It's pretty, it was the 80s. It was a fun time, right? So I'm checking out. It's like 2:33 in the morning, and I'm asking the bartender. I said, "Hey, that's kind of a cool thing. Does that happen all the time?" The guy comes back and warns us about checkpoint, and he's like, "No, it's a shitty thing." And this is all fairly new to me, right? And so he explains it this way. He's like, "Look, that guy rides his bike home. That guy gets a cab. But what about all these other guys that drive home? What's keeping them from sliding into a family of six?" Making a reference to the joke Sam Kinison had for a long time in that era, right? And unfortunately, that joke was based on a true thing, right? True event, I believe, but it was based on a likely scenario. And the whole Sam Kinison thing is an unfortunate story. But the bartender's point was informing people of that checkpoint is not necessarily a great thing. Sure, somebody may get home without a DUI, but what other things could happen if that person keeps drinking and driving when they should be calling a cab or finding another way home, catching a ride with a friend? I know, half a dozen times people asked me for a ride home because they knew I didn't drink because I was under 21. And I did, right? It's no big deal, right? It was a different time. The 80s were much safer and much more brotherly in some regards in that community. But my point is that started a thought process in me, about DUI checkpoints. And even if it's your friend, are you going to keep your friend out of trouble? And is that going to cause more problems in the future? We all know, now take the keys away. But back in the day, you kind of respected each other a little too much. And you're like, oh, well, if he thinks he can drive, let him drive. Right? Well, now we know better. And so circling back to where this video started, why would you leave your country, go to another country, and try to prevent the local police from catching criminals? I don't know, but maybe we should ask Brian Kerver, filling the Philippines, what was going through his mind when he did exactly that. Wasn't Brian a member of the law enforcement community? Says he was a prison guard. I know that prison guards always say they're part of the law enforcement community. And Brian goes to the Philippines and tries to interrupt a police operations to catch criminals? Why would you do that? What possible motivation would you have to do that? What good could come from that? I don't understand it. Is it against the law in the Philippines? I don't know. But here's what you can do, right? Let's bring some receipts to bear. If you go to Brian's webpage, let me click in here so I can do it in real time. Whoops. You gotta be quick on the pause button. He's got that autoplay stupid wear your sunscreen. So if you go to Brian's webpage or YouTube page and you go to the search his page, type in STING, Sting. And then right there, first one, Sex Pat Beware, Sting Operations, Walking Street, Fields Avenue. Philly in the Philippines. Click on open that up. And this was posted 5 years ago. Wow. I wonder what statute of limitations is. I don't even know if it's against the law to interrupt or interfere with police operations in the Philippines. but I know in some places it is. So here, August 18th, 2019, there's a major cleanup going around Walking Street, Angeles, blah, blah, blah. Vendors, freelancers being removed. Sex packs, beware of picking up non-bar girls, as there is a rumored to be a sting operation going on. So the funny thing is, you know, I saw this a while ago, and, you know, I was just leaving Philly alone, and then he decides to float my name out there and try to circumvent the rules of doxing. Wants to pull me back into his sphere because I guess he's bored or something. So let's let it all out on the table. Why is Philly in the Philippines trying to interdict or interrupt or interfere with a police sting targeting alleged sex criminals, right? Sex offenders, right? If the police have a sting and they're trying to catch freelancers and Johns, or freelancers and purchasers, or whatever, customers, they're trying to catch people. And the sick part about this, the really sick part about this, is you go about 14 minutes in, and Philly himself acknowledges that the Philippines at the time was having a problem with those guys or those people who like kitties more than they like ladies. And he talks about how they caught one, and that guy's never going anywhere. What if they were setting up a sting to catch more of those people trying to get the kiddies and not the ladies? And he just put out a big red flag to everybody saying, stay away. Why would you do that? And what benefit does this have for anybody in the world other than to get eyeballs on the guy who says he's not a narcissist? Somebody evidently accused him of being a narcissist recently. He took it very personally. He made a whole video, or 20 minutes of his video, talking about how he's not a narcissist. Well, he makes a video with what good intentions are behind this video? What good intentions are behind a video trying to inhibit the police in Angeles City from catching their targeted people in this sting? I don't understand that. And it goes back to what the bartender told me back in the 80s. He's like, let the police do their job. And, you know, if it's your friend, don't tell him about the checkpoint. Put him in your car and drive him through the checkpoint. So he sees what was waiting for him. That's your best form of protection. Now, you can't do that with a sting like this. But, you know, why? Why would you do that? It makes no sense to me unless you're trying to protect people you know who are committing crimes in the Philippines. Or you're just trying to get likes and subscribes, kind of like that Johnny Somali. You know, what act is too great to get likes and subscribes? I don't know. But I don't know what the, you know, barangay captain in General Luna or Angeles City, I don't know what the police would think about this behavior. I doubt any of them have seen it, because why would they watch a, you know, sexual tourism promotion channel on YouTube? They probably wouldn't, right? Unless they're trolling for whatever. But, you know, it's only got, 274,000 views. So, you know, and that's over 5 years. But still, you know, was it just clickbait? No, because in there he goes on and on about how he has a well-sourced informant who's telling him these things. Just a bad look. Just a bad look. And imagine, you know, I'm not going to go with the what ifs or the imagines, but, you know, just think about it. This guy is actively out there, you know, a former member of the law enforcement community in America under his own self-disclosed, and he goes to the Philippines and tries to interrupt their targeted operations to catch people committing sex crimes. Says a lot, right? And this is the guy trying to preach, and talk, and be the king. So, you know, you can do what you want, say what you want, call who you want, email who you want, But when this guy's out there trying to bully people and just be a butthead, you know, I think people should really take a closer look at his channel. I'm not out there digging up shit. I'm not digging in his past. I'm just going right to his channel and reading what's there. It's real simple. It's right on his YouTube channel. Just go to his YouTube channel and just read what's there. Just take a second and look at it objectively, and you'll see exactly what I see. I see a hypocrite. I see a guy who is willing to dox people because of things they said online. I find, you know, it's easy to find him threatening violence against people, trying to get locals to fight Ace Bachelor Cool, and he brags about it. How he treats his friends. His friends in Angeles City, he now calls Judas, Moral Man, all these other things, all of his long-term friends. And then he gets a General Luna, and, well, we'll save that for another video. But you tell me, do you think he broke the law? You know, drop your comments. What do you think? Do you think this guy broke the law? What do you think the barangay captain would, you know, where he lives or where he lived? What do you think that their opinion of this type of post is? Just saying, you know, oh shit, maybe he's working for the police. Maybe the police asked him to do this. Yeah, I don't think so. Usually when the police ask you to do things, they don't say staying, they say we're going to start enforcing, right? I've seen that happen many times where the police say, hey, look, we're going to start enforcing this, we're going to start enforcing that. You know, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they don't want to necessarily catch a lot of people. They just want to stop the behavior, right? Change the behavior, make it disappear, stop the behavior. Well, that's usually not through threatening a sting. That's usually through, hey, we're going to start enforcing these laws. You know, and then the stings are usually there to catch and targeted people, targeted, you know, groups of people to actually add some bite. But yeah, when I first saw this, you know, my first concern was, why is he trying to protect people who might be out there looking for kitties instead of ladies? And why is he trying to protect people who are out there breaking the law? What does he have in it? What did he get out of that video? Did he get some sort of like credit with these guys? Did they get some sort of affinity, develop some sort of affinity for Philly because he's got their back? Yeah, I don't know. But it's a pretty sad, sick situation, right? So drop some comments. Oh, wait. No, don't comment. I forgot. Philly is bullying people who leave comments on my channel. So there's that too. So don't comment. You know, share. You know, call your friends, back channel your friends, tell them to check out the video. You know, or maybe share it with your local friends. Yeah, maybe that. I don't know. Have a good day.